Hello there everyone and welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. My name is Emily. So today we are back in the Black Sea. I'm going to be rerunning this mission. I've not changed Red Fort at all because they're stacker, but I've updated Blue Fort somewhat. I'll quickly do that. So quick update, I've removed the carrier from down here because whilst you'd probably have aircraft flying off a carrier, the transit time's too long for the purposes of our game today. So I've spawned in the aircraft I think I'm going to need. We've got some anti-ship bucket automobiles. We've got some Growlers. We've got some F-15EXs. We've got some Strike F-35s, which are going to fly that direction. We've got some B-52s, which are fitted for Strike as well. I'm actually going to dress those forward. Up with these. An F-15EX flight, which is going to be here as our air defenders. And yeah, that's basically all the changes down here. Oh, and I've added an extra pair of Hawkeyes down here outside of range. So what we're going to do, we're going to run the mission again, see what happens. I'm going to save this, and we'll save it no, save as Black Sea Battle 2. Let's run it. Make a thing happen. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So what we're going to do, I'm starting with paused so that we can get everything going. Air defense orders are fine. Sensor orders, air search radars are going on, please. And surface search radars are going on also. That should give us a bit more of a thing. Let's see what we've got here. So this is potential for Red Force locations. So what we shall do next, I'm going to send you up to 40,000 feet. And we're going to have you start rotating sensors. Proceed to that location now. In fact, yeah, we'll just send you over here. Now, the Typhoons. Yep, you're going over towards Crimea. Perfect. And you're at a decent altitude. Good, good. The Bones, you guys are out in your ship muscle. So pop them up to 20,000 feet. And yeah, roughly ahead of the Force. Their sensors are going to stay off. Hawkeye sensors are going to remain off. The Hawkeyes, they're at their cruise level already. Perfect. The EXs, they are at a cruise level. Amazing. And they're going to turn their search radars on. Perfect. Now, these guys, they're supposed to be carrying M120s, but they've got M260s for... No, they're 120s. So these are AIM 120Ds. And you can see they're in missile truck mode. So basically, what the idea behind these guys is, one of the issues we had was we didn't have enough air defense missiles to soak up all the anti-ship missiles incoming. So we've now got basically 20 A120s over 4 of these, which gives us another 80 air defense missiles, which is like a, yeah, it's basically another Arleigh Burke and a bit. Now we've got the EWU flight in the area too. We'll send them to 10,000 for fuel endurance. Strike flight. Proceed towards Crimea, please. So these guys are the F-35s. You can see they've got missiles on board. So hopefully when we start picking up radars, they can start doing stuff about it. Doing stuff. The Growlers, they're going to trail them in. Anti-ship Hornets. Pause. I do want to see this. So this is effectively 3 flights of Hornets. For some reason they're all in Cagbird livery, but you can see they've all got JASSMs on board. So they've come up to support us from the Med. At 20,000, I'm going to just... We'll see what happens when we turn on their radars. Other than that, the Poseidons, they're going to go down to 1,000 feet, please. And we'll just go to fast forward. And I've got Vampires picked up, perfect. Okay, that's fine. EXs, we'll put those to weapons hold for now. Now, the other thing about Vampires is we can sort of... We'll just spot that as my vague idea for where I'm near to target. And because we are expecting Growlers, but we're not getting any SM response from a SAM site, I am just going to pull out 200 miles of range, which is our sort of effective range for the ground for the S400 sight, which is that. Cool. Cool. This is fine. Basically, we need to get the Strike F-35s, and so step them up to... Yeah, but they're going to buster into sight. And we're going to just have them turn their surface edge on, see if they pick anything up. So you got missiles coming off out the ships to defend themselves. Mainly RIM 174s, that's SM6s. Yep. No, it's an SM2. SM2. Well, send a missile to space. Literally. Okay. So the missiles go up to about 100,000 feet. Well, 95,000 feet. 100,000 is the limit of sea power. And then drop back down, and they just use kinetics to smash whatever they're coming for. Like I say, these guys are bustering it. We'll step them up to... Apologies. F-30, Strike F-35s. Stand by. Pause. They've somehow protected the F-35s, but this is a great thing. What we're going to do is we're going to say JASSM launch, salvo fire 8. We're going to fire on the Growler site. And what we'll do is the bones, we are going to salvo fire another 8. And where's the Gettysburg? Because that has a lot of Tomahawks on board. 109E to TLM. Now lastly, what we're going to do is find my second 8 of that radar return. Now with the F-35s, what we'll do is... Yeah, it's just our JASSM. So these are the JSM, these are the missiles. So the Joint Strike Off missiles. Sorry, these aren't JASSMs, these are JSMs, Joint Standard Missiles. I apologise for my previous mistake. Wow, look at those cons. You know what? War in... Hello? I've just put a dot up there in case we lose that ESM contact. But what I'm going to do is... F-35s. Pause. I really hate the sound these things make, by the way. Like, genuinely... Do you know what? You can listen to the sound, but I don't need to. So, F-35s. We're going to tell them to break off their attack, which they will. Good. And we're going to say... Turn around, return to that 100 mile range ring, 110. And then Growlers. They're at low level, but in terms of offensive ECM, can we just start jamming that area? Good, yes we can. That's jamming now, so that is going to help us out big time. So, just overall, that Growler jamming is going to be really fucking useful, hopefully. And we'll just pop them to 37,000. B-52s, is that what they were looking at potentially? No, they're at 3,000 feet, they'll be able to see the B-52s. Sort of vaguely towards the F-35s. The F-35s have turned cold now. And And the F-35s, by the way, navigate, speed, cruise, good. So we've still got decent range rings on them. And we'll just fast forward time a bit. Got a second missile in the air, which is less than fun. So their missiles, they've got radars. They've homed in on Booyan. Cool. Pause. Anti-ship Hornets. Yeah. B1s. See what their range rings are when they go to Buster. Out 20,000 feet. Most of the world. And lots of SAMs going up. We do also have confirmed hostile emissions over there. Now, what are these SA-21s doing there in the area? That one's basically in space. We've got a load of missiles going in. We've got our... Now, that is a radar return, I believe. And I don't know what these missiles are doing. They've gone very dumb. Very dumb. But if I just go like... Come on. Like this. I'm just going to put a 20-mile range ring. And we're going to use that as our sort of homing point on what we're heading. EM emissions, that's interesting. I'd like an aircraft to go investigate that, but it's right next to S-400 battery, so it's not happening. We've got a lot of TLAMs going in, but for now... Anti-ship Hornets, I'm going to send them down to low level for this. What's their range looking like? Yeah, it's fine. Basically, I'm going to have them turn in and fire from that angle. And what we'll do is... see if that's what they're looking at. Now the buffs... I'm basically turning everything away from those inbound missiles. Unless... did the SAMs see the missiles but not the aircraft? Dropping down from absolute space over here. No, it's being pulled, so it's seen one of the aircraft. So... I think it's going for the F-35s, which is a shame. But the F-35s can absolutely outpull them. Are they both turning? All I can say is... oh, they've each salvoed. Oh no. Well, this is called a saturation attack. Have the B-52s got any weapons left on board? No. Right, well, we'll send you guys out the battle space. Two Gala sites we're attacking, and there's the anti-shipping site that I want to hit to. And these guys salvo off 8. We'll engage that as well. So you can see our RIM 174s are going in somehow, engaging this. So this is an issue in terms of programming, I think, because as far as I'm aware, SM6s cannot target ground targets. I suppose they can be used at the ship capacity, as far as I understand, but I don't think they can be used as a ballistic missile, I guess, capacity. But I know nothing about nothing. You guys know that about me. Yeah, that's a barrier of some description. Also, just the energy behind this. Like, the missile modelling in this game is not the best. Like, the reason I'm doing it in here is I wanted to see the ship damage modelling, because I do believe that is still very interesting. That was, I think I just killed the Bell there. That's definitely yeah. Bastion's been killed. Good. That's genuinely the best thing I could have dealt with there. So now there's Sam's rock going for the ships that we can't even see yet. Oh no. Oh. Well, this is about to go really bad. Or is it? No, it's at 38,000. Let's see what this is about. That was one of my Strike Hornets, was it? No, it was one of the Growlers. Right, interesting. Okay, we'll descend them to 3,000. Apparently jamming is ineffective. Pull. Okay, descend, Buster. 100 feet, turn cold. Just start chaffing now. Thing is though, the offensive ECM should be encompassing them, so they shouldn't be able to actually see anything here. Cool. 12 Squadrons Typhoons. What we'll do, these guys are going to go to low level. I'm going to send them over occupied Crimean airspace and blow. The reason it's 12 Squadron, they've actually got 12 Squadron markings on. Typhoon, FGR 4. So we've got a bunch of AMRAAMs, Sidewinders, and a whole bunch of... well, they've got a pair of Storm Shadows each. Right. So you can see I've gone for the sort of sideways pull here, which is a good strategy to go with. I've just got a 10-10 speed. We're definitely getting something in this area. I think 20 times speed is going to be the way to go for now. Might have so what we'll do is I'm going to have Brosifer over here. Hors d'oeuvres, sorry, formation. Leave the formation. I'm going to stand him there. Have all of these guys out of missiles now? I mean, yes. So, I'm going to have you leave the formation. And you can proceed over to here. I'm going to send you to high level to do that transit. How are they shooting them? Like, so this is what I think is pretty unrealistic. They're at an altitude of 1,000 feet. So I'm going to do this in formation manager just to be safe. So, B1s continue on course. Those continue on course, continue course. You have your orders. Now go. Now, navigate. Cruise pace, but down to 100 feet. Just hit the deck. And lastly, cool. So you can probably step up to Task Force 21, Buster over there at 40,000. Hawkeye's Hawkeye flight. Can you proceed to this area? No. Hawkeye flight. Proceed to that area. Cool. Back to fast forward time. The Growlers, by rights, shouldn't be targetable. I mean, to be honest with you though, like, the amount of ECM I've got going...
Engage track 7009. Engage track 7008.
So you can see, like, they're cones of... And I don't know if... like, genuine question here, right? If I say ceasefire...
Ceasefire track.
That icon, I believe, still means it can see its targets.
Contact detected.
Unless, like, SA-21 is feeding back the location to the S-400 site. Not impossible.
Contact faded. Track 70. Contact.
And they're like, shit, we're being locked. I'm about to get all get shot down.
Going down. Punching out.
Yeah, we've lost our Growlers, which...
Contact detected.
Fine.
Contact faded. Track 7025. Contact faded.
Buster.
Track 702. Contact faded.
The reason I'm doing this, yeah, actually if we Buster it, we've got a chance here. Buster it.
Air search on.
Radar run. See if we can't find anything, specifically rotating that way. Okay, we've got confirmed vampires, hang on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to order all the task force ships to go to weapons hold. And this will now give me the ability to employ the EXs. Happy, hold, Gettysburg, hold. Right, now my EX flight, turn them hot against the target. Again, I'm actually going to... You know what? No, let's just say target one of those, please. So we're going to go back to plus 5 times speed because all of our cruise missiles still haven't made it the 100 miles to target. The first JASSMs are going up, going in, and they are eliciting quite a strong response from the Growler battery. Uh-oh. So these guys are being targeted, and they're at quite a few miles of range. Right, EX flight, I genuinely need these boys to survive, so... Disengage, that's an hors d'oeuvre. Formation cease firing. Buster it out of here. Because like the amount of missiles I will lose if those guys get shot down is unbelievable. Again, I do think there's probably a thumbnail in this manoeuvre somewhere. Let's use that guy there, looking back, with those two guys. Snipping tool, snipping tool, snipping tool, snipping. Properly manoeuvring here. Like, the F-15 has just such insane kinematics. There is not a world in which a bloody, like a Growler, will be able to chase that down. What we can actually do is... You... Formation, leave formation. Cease firing.
Ceasefire, track.
And what we're actually going to do is just say offensive ECM into that area.
Launch.
Offensive ECM into that area there.
Track. 703.
So the JASSMs are starting to make it through. There's a lot of missiles, which worries me because that means those missiles are coming for our aircraft. I'm going to increase the threat ring. So we've got JASSMs or JSMs here, which are going in. They are very low, as you can see, but we are within range where they'll be able to. Obviously, they are over the radar horizon now, so they are very visible. Ow. Okay, pause. I can do a quick little fly into the battery. So you can see this is one of the Growlers. It's the best way to look at this. I guess this probably. So you can see the explosions are getting closer, which means the missiles are getting closer. Honestly, I do think it's a bit ridiculous amount of missiles these guys have got, because in real life they'd run out of missiles by now and be reloading. You've got 2 batteries here.
Multiple hostile air. Contact faded. Track 7092.
But just remember, when it comes to our intercept today, of course, causing this game so many issues. Pause it, give it a chance to catch up. 26-minute mark, and we've still not really destroyed anything. But I think we're getting to a phase where I'm going to turn these guys hot, I think, and I just need a radar to illuminate that with. Hawkeye's bustering in. I'm going to redraw, so I'm going to erase you up, and then draw another range ring on. Because that's about the range they're targeting. So I'm going to say that they've got a target range of 120 nautical miles. And then there's a theoretical on the battery here, which we'll just draw another 100-mile range ring on. So they've got a lot of overlapping arcs of fire. This is just a theoretical where the ships could be. Now we're getting some returns, but can I start classifying as hostile? No, I can't. Can I? No, I can't. It needs to be seen on radar to be targeted. Now, Task Force 69. Oh yeah. Hang on. We could actually start putting aircraft up. This is not the worst idea I've had all day. Wildcats. Martlets. Martlets are pretty potent. No, I'm not going to put aircraft out yet from the ships, but I am going to give a formation hors d'oeuvre, and that is Task Force 69, air defense orders, weapons tight. So that means they will defend themselves. Basically, they won't start shooting at random shit, unless told to by moi. And we've got a whole bunch of missiles inbound, which make no sense, really. What's this? This is still AGM 6086. That's where I'd run these for a while. So these are much less stealthy missiles, much sort of thingy. But the good thing with these is there's so many of them. Yes, we've got a lot of Growlers launching. And the good thing with those is there's just a massive missiles there for them to engage. Now, in terms of what they're targeting over here, if they're all going for that one F-35, then that's fine. I need my missiles to actually get through here. What they can... This guy's on the deck. He can't get any lower. You can't see him. Now that's the good thing with this guy, is he's obviously spinning radar, which gives him a theoretical 400 mile range, which, yeah, that means, well, even 300 mile range. He will soon be illuminating those guys with his radar. Are those just missiles that have gone dumb? I reckon so, because that, you can't be targeting my Growler. Unless... idea. Ceasefire, stop your emitting fully. Just turn around. Yeah, Buster. See what happens. No, they're all targeting him for some reason. That should put me in there not fully. Flag no, this way. Follow my exact instructions and you'll survive this. Because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 missiles out on him, which is genuinely quite good, as awful as this sounds, because of the impact that's going to have. What are those guys targeting? Are they just... no, they're just dumb now. They're going to space. Well, they are in space. But they just, for some reason, basically they don't program to have lost burn. So hang on, he's at a speed now of 607. These guys are slightly above him at a speed of 1,000. He could do this. He would spot our friends, the Bogger Checkmobile. There's a lot of missiles, hence we're getting stutters. Okay, he's over there. So we've got lead on him, which is not great. So what we'll do is we're just going to turn back cold. So the missiles are coming down from over there, somewhere. So many things to look at. I'm just spending all this time trying to save one Growler from himself with a muscle than anything. Make sure I'm just going to there search. Basically flying figures of 8 seems to be the best. Yeah, see, like, according to this, they're still defending. Chaff, 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 chaff. Come on, you bastard! Flies and chaff, you bastard. Now, this, what he's doing here, this is basically Sam defeated, but this Sam will attempt to reacquire potentially. No, Sam's just going dumb, but the others got him. Ah! My hero. No. At a third of a mile range. See, so at this point, if this detonates, he's having a bad day. But... who? Where is he? Or is this absolute hero of the Soviet Union? So you can see again, this is very close. So if that detonated, he would be having a bad day. But it won't. And that's another... And he's not going to run this out, is he? No, got him. He's out. Sir, you are an absolute hero. Has he stepped out? Well, there's no pilots in this. I believe they've stepped out. So, I believe rescuing crew is going to be a thing at some point. I'm not 100% sure if that's this or Task Force Admiral. But it would be good if you could, like actually have a reason for helicopters. Because helicopters don't really achieve much unless they're doing any shipping. Look at that stream of missiles coming out. What? Oh. Wait, what are they engaging? Are they... Is that all rounds that I've missed? I don't know what they're going for, but we've still got this massive ALCMs that are making it to target. They are not very far apart, they're about a mile apart, but these guys are at sea level. Can we see the cons? No, we can't, but they were like at very high level. These are just very slow missiles. These are very much sort of Cold War era missiles. I'm not even sure they're still in service, but they're sort of playing Tomahawks. Oh, by the way, what was the F-35 finding over here? I need to look at this. Sorry, pause. So we've got enough over here to actually consider attacking, don't we, really? What is our range for our boys on the Bogachevs? 100 miles range, near enough exactly. So what we'll do, Jolly Green, Jolly Rogers even. Anyone else remember planes? Pepperidge Farm remembers planes. Turn them inbound. So they're there, which would give us another 6 minutes until they're ready to engage. Should hopefully give us a chance to just be distracting. We've got one JASM, one last JASM going in. Two JASMs in very close formation. So I keep calling them JASMs, they're JSMs. I apologise profusely. Also, I apologise for how slow the frame rate is. But it's either slow frame rate or we're here for 3 fucking months. So the F-35 things are being shot at, which to be honest is fine at this point because they've fulfilled their role. Now all they're going to do is be very obedient little bullet sponges. So that's still attacking the anti-ship site, which is insane as a concept. These missiles are all attacking one SA-21 battery. Great. Hopefully the second one will just run out of rounds eventually. To be honest, I could probably ride this missile in. That looks like it's smoking. What has occurred to me that the Typhoon's going to be in the area soon, so hopefully they can do something. So hopefully that has been hit then, if that's already smoking. So the JASM's went, the JSM's went into the dead target. No, come on. Fuck me. Right, if these just fly themselves into the high terrain, I'll cry. So these are cliffs in real life, as far as I'm aware. No, they climb. And... oh no! That's how I feel about you. Now, the really good thing about that is it's going to clean us up somewhat in terms of our ESM. Annoyingly, so what we'll do now with you is we're going to pop you up to 36,000, please, to cruise. We'll see what your little radar picks up, hopefully. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, navigate, remove waypoints, and then we'll go to anti-ship Hornets, turn to that location there for 5 minutes. I should hopefully all start there. Big turns, big wing turn, yeah. It's a big formation there to be turned, so I understand what they're doing. They've got their bags off now, so basically the hope here is to show you what we're looking at. You can see there's quite a few of the ships around, and the Buyan is just one of them. Now this is the Buyan, and first time I've actually had this in the sim. This is probably one of the easier ones to take on, because I believe that's a surface, well, and a ship complement. So everything else we've got are sort of show rads. Which is a formidable show rad, but we should be in a position to actually do something about it momentarily. So I'm really hoping, actually, what I can do is just turn your radar on, mate. Maybe pop you up to 1,000 feet. Play dangerous, I know. Just like that. Okay, we've actually got our hostiles identified now. So you, I'm going to just say formation, leave the formation, stay here. Salvo fire both of your rounds into the lead Buyan. What are our bones doing? I'm going to have them proceed at Buster. Now, boys, single shots. That's SAM rounds, that's fine. Actually, single shots, but what you could do, for moi, so that's off. This is not going to be very time on target, but it will wake the proverbial hornet's nest up. Now, I'm going to start chipping away at the old block here. I'm going to just declare all of these as hostile. And they're basically just going to chip away at this southern portion of the fleet. Now, no matter how you buy this... Oh, that's trying to get me to identify it. I don't care enough, quite frankly. We're basically just going to fire on the southern portions. Now remember, there's a Grigorovich and a Gorshkov in there, and they're both pretty formidable surface ships. So I'm going to fire... Just go left to right here. So the Buyan is now being engaged. The medium I'm going to attack with Salvo Fire 2. Salvo Fire 2. He's basically going to... Basically, the medium's going to catch 6 rounds. The larges are going to catch 8. And the plan being, hopefully there's just enough rounds are going to arrive at exactly the same time that they're not going to know what to do about themselves. Now, some of my distraction tactics I was able to use in DCS I can't use here. Things like the MLRS. I found that actually really quite effective. So go for the semi-large. Semi-large is, I think, probably the Grigorovich and Gorshkov. In fact, better way to do this. I'm just going to do it on a formation level. And hopefully it works. If not, I'll actually cry. And I'll just say I won and then go home. So, anti-ship Hornet flight. Zap. 4 more to be fired at him. 2 more at him. 8 at him. 1 at him. 4 at him. 8 at him. And then we'll see where we stand for range. So, watch this. See what I mean? Like, they've just fired so many rounds in. I don't think formation potentially has any more rounds left. We'll have a quick little click through, just see, and then we'll basically, once they've confirmed us, fired everything off, they can just turn cold and go home. Clean. Please be clean, clean. Clean, 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 clean. Yep. So everyone's fired off their AGM 185s. Wonderful. So, anti-ship Hornet flight. You may, for roleplay purposes, turn cold and proceed home at cruise pace or loiter pace to maximise your endurance for low level. There's one singular SAM gone out, which hopefully will not affect our guy. It is sort of targeted at him, so we'll notch. So what's this that's been fired? S350 round. That's genuinely an incredibly potent missile. Hopefully these get through before... In fact, no, what we'll do is BAP. Hornet flight is going to go back in and basically run at them. And I'm just going to bank on the fact that the Hornets can... Actually, no, the Hornets, if I just say Hornet flight... I'd maintain we'd have better radar coverage than we do in this game. But pop up to cruise pace to 10,000 feet and all turn your radars on. He's fired an M120D because he's got one. And it's actually like a cruise missile, which is hilarious. It is an AMRAAM that's going to go and strike one of the anti-ship threats. The F-35. I think there's multiple sensors have now got it. No, we'll turn this way. But basically, what I'm trying to do is support these AGM 185s on the way in. Did you say weapons free? We'll just let them be idiots and go weapons free. Why the heck not? But yeah, you got an AMRAAM. Well, it says M260. I think it's an AMRAAM. Although it looks like an M260, so it could be an M260. I don't know. I'm not clever enough for this crap. And wham. So it's a shame that because the radar on the Hornet can't see it anymore, it's just gone dumb. Oh no, it hasn't. It hit it. Fab. Caliber taken out. There you go. There's his fireball. Good arrows. Good arrows. Continue fire mission. So it's K-27. In fact, what I can do is just say one Hornet formation, leave formation for the pure unadulterated fact that you're here and you've got a round. Kill that. So you just turn fire missile off, so that was the sound effect that missiles make. Now this, I'm interested to see just how it performs, quite frankly. We'll drop you down to low level. Actually, where are the Typhoons? Typhoons are getting close. Actually, Typhoons could do something here. So, Typhoon. I'm going to order you down, Typhoon flight. So I'm just going to really quickly organise these guys. This is a massive, massive job. There's a reason this is like a 10 to 15 person job in real life, not just Emily on her own. So navigate, change speed, max,
Roger, Buster.
change altitude, 200 feet.
Go to altitude 200. Roger, turn 094.
Oh, it's gone back to Amber Cruise missile. It's literally in the water. God, this game.
Birds away, track 7053.
So this is the LORASM. So it's basically a low observability stealth anti-ship missile.
Vampire. Bearing 6. Same launch.
The F-15s just don't care. F-35 is literally tussling here with a Sam. Doesn't care anymore. He don't care no more. Right, and what we'll do is pause. Since you're here, map it.
7148. Fox 3.
That's defeated it. We're doing good here.
On station.
Yes, an anti-something? If that SA-20 turns into an anti-ship missile, I'll actually scream. But no, it won't. God, it's going the wrong way to do that.
Same launch.
But soon 2000, it is going very quick. I do kind of feel almost sorry for the guys in the Helix. Pause. Oh no, they're actually dipping for sonar at the moment. So like, herp, submariner. To be fair, you wouldn't be doing that in real life because you know there's no submarines because NATO can't get submarines in here. Bap. Although I suppose you could be dipping for subsurface drones.
Multiple hostile air contact detected.
What I'm going to do, pause break. Sorry, I just keep pausing stuff and then pushing the wrong button because I'm infuriating like that. F-15s. Let's position you ahead of the ships. 3,000 feet.
Go to altitude 300.
Weapon free. So across the flight, I'm going to set your row as weapon free. Search on. Search on. Search on. So hopefully they can use them weapons to actually target these inbound anti-shippers. Asters are firing, so these are the rounds off Duncan. I'm going to quickly just double check the configuration of my ships. So all radar routine, weapons tight, radio routine. I'm going to also just turn active on to decoy. So you're going to start pinging away. Bones. Who will we lose? Can't tell. I'll be one of the masked Hornets. I'm hopeful the missiles will actually get in range here. I think we stand a good enough chance, but I wish we had an ETA for like when they'd reach the target, so I could actually start planning a little bit better.
Birds away, track
So,
Same launch. Same launch. Hit track.
declare a hostile. Why the heck not?
0,
Eh?
0.
So we've only re-identified the Buoyan at the front of the convoy, but will it let me
Fox 3.
pause? Did you go free cam in this game? I can never remember. So semi-large. I've chucked a load of them at a fleet oiler. Oh well. Thing is, though, that's the drawback of radar. Obviously, I think in real life you'd probably have a bit more control than I do. But you've got all sorts of Staraguchi class, I believe that is, and the more modern stuff at the back, which that's what I was worried about. But hopefully we'll be able to do something. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Like I say, that fleet oil is going to be atomized, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, the two semi-larges at the back are probably what we should have targeted. But in real life, to be honest, like you'd expect those to be the fleet oilers because that's why you'd hide your ships with the least defences. Sorry, words are hard, guys. Are we in range for a Laurasm strike? We are. Ooh, this is a fun concept. Right, why not just anything against? Is there anything bad about launching them from there? I don't really think so. So I'm going to launch them from here. Other than the time it'll take them to get to target, because I'm going to have to do a lot of jump cutting. So, pause. Right. What we'll do is, you have 36 rounds. Jeez. Jesus. So, what we'll do is, 8 rounds.
Engage track 7, 1, 6, 1.
8 rounds.
Engaging track.
That's 16 fired.
6, 0. Salvo fire.
That's 24 fired, so I've got the rear 3 covered.
6, 3. Salvo fire.
That's why not?
Engaging track 7, 1, 5, 6.
20. So 24, 32. My last 4, I'll fire into him.
Engage track 7, 0, 2, 5. Salvo fire.
So next 8 we'll give to him.
Engage track 7, 1, 6, 4.
I'll give
Salvo
another.
fire.
I'm anxious about that.
7, 1, 6, 1. Salvo fire. Engage track 7, 1, 5, 4. Salvo. Engaging track 7, 0, 2, 5. Engaging track 7, 1, 5, 5. Salvo fire. Engaging track 7, 1, 5, 8. Salvo fire.
Let's see what happens. Right, no, I'm gonna actually need to just target them all, don't I, really now? I only need to do one thing.
Engaging track 7, 0, 1, 4. Engage track 7, 1, 5, 9. Salvo fire. Engage track 7, 1, 5, 9. Salvo. Engage track 7.
Right, let's just let those all peel off and sort themselves out, because when you start getting the radar tracks picked up, we'll get a bit more of an idea of what the crack is. I also want to see how well these get defended in C-Power versus DCS, because in DCS these are pretty untouchable, but I reckon they're probably a lot less untouchable than, because DCS, it feels like in many ways you're either stealth or you're not, and like particularly the missiles just, yeah, I've not done DCS this sort of stuff in a while, but so we'll see. I'm not going to comment yet. We're at the 20 mile range. Piss someone off. I'll text them back too. Right, I can't bother to deal with that. I'm dealing with a YouTube video right now, because that's what YouTubers like me do. I think there's a level of like... Gettysburgs. The amount of, like, angry. They're now being targeted against. Hang on. Plop. These aren't going to get through. I just don't think they are. Wham. Although that's the thing with stealth, is it increases the chance of a miss. Starting to get to... Oh, no, hang on. Oh. Bap. This is really hard to do. Is that a destroyed missile? It looks like it, to be fair. Yeah. Right, here's the mast. LRASM strike. So you see the explosions on the horizon from the first two missiles going in. What I'll do, yes, so if you look bottom right of the screen, you see what they are obviously shooting at. Now the LRASMs, when they pick up their targets, they pick up speed. Wham! That was the airflow whamming, not the anything else. 20 miles to run will get rid of that range ring then. So you've got M260s coming off, which is great. Now, really quickly, sorry to jump cut this again. However, we really need to target this site. Salvo 2. Salvo 2. And then I'm gonna... Hopefully they're just not expecting it enough, I guess. Wham. And then... Wham bam. So this is what the... Really fast, this is what obviously the Storm Shadows look like coming off. I am firing them at very close range, to be fair, but it's the quickest way to deliver them. Which is why we're doing that. Now these guys are... No, they don't actually accelerate. I thought they did. Interesting. They've got their targets now. And they're just like, new. I'm a missile, I'm a missile. I'm a missile, I'm a missile. And yes, I'm using the Americanism, because it's an American missile. Hence it speaks American English. So, I guess, really quickly. Panzer? No, S350. So there's some very formidable air defense suites on these ships. So that's just... Whoa. Go back to the Buyan. It just shows... Like, when I was talking about, like, missiles going to space, very similar response coming out of the Russians here. Main gun's going, so that means they're close. Main gun's about 5 miles. So they're getting intercepted by Geckos, S350s, Geckos. Lots of geckos. I think that's when I say in 7 seers. Because, yeah. And you got main gun rounds coming in for this guy now. Very accurate fire. Oh, no. Not coming for us. Now, this is the hope. It's a very chaotic scene. We've deployed sort of, what, 22 times 2, 44 rounds coming in simultaneously almost. It is going to be absolute chaos in the fleet right now trying to decide what to target. This is why swarm tactics are so effective. And remember, even if these rounds don't get through, they're expending so many rounds to attack us. There's a good chance it means that we'll be able to get the bones, get their missiles through a bit easier. I mean, the bones have already fired 60 missiles, which is already more than we've fired at the entire convoy here. So there is definitely an attacking force here, and yeah. Just look at the weight of fire coming down here. You know, and each of these rounds you see is a round they can't use later. We're getting very close here. Sadly, I'm going to hit the fleet oiler with this one if it hits. But look at how the weight of fire, like I said, coming in here. Going to do one more screening. Just to be safe. This game can look incredibly angry. Thing is, the missile doesn't know what's going after it. It's now here's the thing as well. Break. Look at how close these rounds are splashing. They're going to be damaging their own ship here. And so even if this missile doesn't get through, okay, there'll be minor damages, but there's going to be, you know, there's going to be a repair bill basically. There it is. Bam. Now to fleet oiler, that all that needs is one round to kill it. Two hit in the end. But that'll sink out now. So we've actually done pretty good, tactically. Look at the weight of fire coming off here. Now these guys, let's just have a look at them. You've still got 30. Ooh, why have you got 32 on and no one else does? Fabulous, right. I'm just going to start targeting his rounds, hang on. 16 at the BNM. 16 at the other BNM. Again, so that's just in those 2 clicks. That's nearly as many rounds as we've already thrown in, coming in again. Right, the bones. What we'll do is, oh, we launched these, didn't we? So they're still going in. That's still doing its thing. The Typhoons are defending the Growlers. BAU, cool. What I'm going to do, Formation Manager, the bones, return to follow leader, and proceed that way. 20,000, good. Cruise. Now, 12 Squadron have deployed all their weapons that we're interested in for now. Because they've got scalps off, bags off. Oh, Typhoon just looks good, man. Typhoon over Crimea. This wouldn't happen in real life at all, but Jesus. Imagine you're sort of some person who, you know, you're some Ukrainian Crimea who doesn't like the idea that the Russians are now here, you're now Russian. And you see, like, NATO fighters coming over the top of you. That's equal parts terrifying, equal parts Oh, that came close. Right, in the interests of actually giving Charles Squadron a chance to survive, run away. Come on, guys, run away. And the bustering around is trying to not get killed. Right, every man for himself. Stuff like that, though, does make me more and more excited to see the Typhoon come to DCS. That'll be great when that comes. The Hornets, they are just sitting here providing illumination for that force at 10,000, with their radars on, of course. So just give us a really good illumination of Redfall. No. Don't go over there. So these scalps will follow them in, I guess. They are bloody low. So remember, the visuals come secondary in the modelling to the actual performance of hits and stuff. So it may freeze up, you may not see anything, but the game's calculating what's going on in a BTS kind of environment. Now, these guys coming in, these are probably the closest to target. Yeah, you can see the smokestacks that we saw earlier. Because they're coming over land, remember, so they've got terrain to hug. So like the SAM site cannot see this missile right now because it's behind like wood and earth and stuff. So there's not much that they can do. However, you know, it's coming in very low over ground, like it was coming treetop high. And hopefully this will prevent any more SAM launches. Now these missiles have now been spotted by the batteries. So I'll ride the rearmost one in. Hang on, who's closest? This one is. So watch this one go in first. These two go in first. I think they're going to go in unopposed, if I'm honest. Now what's really interesting as well is these missiles will blow the caps off here, out of the nose cones, and they've got a camera in there, and they will visually look at the target. And if they can't find the target, they'll self-destruct. Yeah, so this site had already been struck, which is good, but obviously they're going to go in and attack it again. Aim for probably, well, the radars are on fire here, so, oh no, that search radar's still on. But that's now, I guess, dead from the game's perspective. And scalps. Here, pause. Play. Look at those missiles coming out. Oh no. So we've come in from an angle which is basically ideal for the missiles. What we were saying with that last site, even if it had all its radars, I wouldn't be able to see us because we're behind the wooden trees and stuff. There's a non-zero chance of us achieving it here, because yeah, it's dropping down. Oh! Right, got 2 rounds. They're in cover. 1 round. It's in cover. Can it do it? Levelling off at literal treetop height here. Oh! This is exciting. Miss. Fails to fuse. Oh, this is... And that's it, I think, for missiles that in that area, is it? Yep. All the Blue Fort missiles have been destroyed. With no damage to Opfall. Right, missiles are on the way. Now we really just need to sort of step up time a bit, I guess.
Same launch. Contact faded.
Now.
7, 0, 2, 5,
what I'm going to do is formation. Make your own formation. You can go your own way.
Roger, turn 07. Roger, turn.
In fact, just go to that position there.
084.
Like, loads of these guys just haven't fired a single shot yet. Have I got... Actually, I can do more in a TLAM capacity. So, what are we looking like? That's Azrox. TLAM's good, 16. And engage that battery with 16.
Engaging track 7013. Salvo fire.
And then last 8 of the TLAMs will go for that.
Engage track.
To be honest, just in general, that's enough weight of fire there. Now, do you have any anti-shipping tomahawks? You do not. You only have harpoons because you're weak. Let's just have a quick little look at the other ships. Has anyone got anti-shipping tomahawks I can start sending down route? You're the Chaffee. You've got TLAMs, Azrox. You're very low on air defense munitions, but you have none. The Jack H. Lucas. You have none. This is so ideal. I have a plan. I have a cunning plan. Watch this.
We'll go.
So what I'm doing is I'm firing effectively 24 rounds.
Roger that.
Which is just another 24 rounds for them to engage and shoot down. But it's going to go straight through the middle of their formation so that they will not be able to tell if it's anti-ship missile or not. So they're just going to have to shoot it down. It's effectively a very expensive decoy is what I'm using it as. We've got strings of those guys out there. String out. So you're good. 32 rounds. I can give you something to target, don't I? We're going to go 8 rounds at a time. Haha, we're starting to... No, we've got... So hang on, Project 2385. I'm going to Google what that is. I'm going to have to do a separate part here. So that is a Gramashi class with Seaways, VLS for Caliber Zircon, Reddit, which is 350. So you're basically... You're just going to take 16 rounds, aren't you? Aren't you? So, what we shall do...
Salvo fire.
Yeah, with this lovely little Gramashi frigate over here. I'm going to end this part here.
Whip it away.
Come back tomorrow for part 2.